What's up guys, UKTransit here. Today I'm at Clapham Junction Station and Southern services are terminating at 3 bridges today. Yes, 3 bridges, which is hilarious. I can't wait to hear that announcement. Welcome aboard the Southern service to 3 bridges. I can't wait to hear that. That's very unusual. I'll explain why this is happening in just a minute.
1639 Southern service 3 bridges. Calling at East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, and 3 bridges. The next station is East Croydon.
Hello. So today you join me on a Southern Class 377. Today this service is terminating at 3 bridges. Usually these services would terminate at Brighton. Usually it's Gatwick Express that terminates at Brighton. If you normally if you wanted Brighton, you would need to change at East Croydon from London Victoria. However, today these services were meant to go to Brighton. However, due to probably engineering works or something in between on the Brighton main line, these services, some services are terminating early at 3 bridges, and other services are going from London Victoria to Brighton via Horsham and Littlehampton. Today I'm going to be riding this service all the way down to 3 bridges.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to 3 bridges. The next station is East Croydon.
Some services are terminating at Brighton, but they have to go via Littlehampton rather than via Haywards Heath, and some services are just terminating early. Gatwick Express services are terminating at Gatwick Airport today rather than Brighton. Due to this service terminating early, obviously this is all planned, I feel like they should have made it so it called at more stations, because we are literally just calling at Clapham, from London Victoria, it's calling at Clapham Junction, East Croydon, Gatwick Airport and 3 bridges. I feel like it should call at more stops. Yeah, I feel like that would be better. However, the Brighton services do only stop at them stops, but because it's only to go into 3 bridges, I feel like it should stop, in my opinion, I feel like it should go London Victoria, Clapham Junction, Selhurst, East Croydon, Purley, Redhill, Hawley, Gatwick Airport and 3 bridges. I feel like it should stop at them additional stops, but obviously they haven't planned it that way and that's not what's happening. But I do find it really interesting. This does happen quite often where the trains go from London Victoria to Brighton via Littlehampton. When there is disruption on the Brighton main line between Gatwick Airport and Haywards Heath or Brighton, that does happen sometimes. So there isn't anything wrong with Brighton today, as far as I'm aware. There's most likely something in between 3 bridges and Preston Park. But yes, it is really unusual at this sort of time in the day for Southern to be terminating at 3 bridges. As I said before, Gatwick Express trains usually run the service between London, Victoria and Brighton, and Southern doesn't normally do the route, but at specific times on certain days, Southern does do the route between London, Victoria and Brighton. And if anyone requires to get to Brighton and they don't want to use the service which goes via Littlehampton, they can actually change at 3 bridges for a rail replacement service. So you have the option between going on the rail replacement or the service which goes via Horsham and Littlehampton. Essentially the service from London Victoria to Brighton today will be running via Horsham and Littlehampton. It will go to Littlehampton and then the driver will change ends. We're just coming into East Croydon now. So the date today is Sunday the 3rd of May 2026, and as I said, the Southern services to Brighton and towards Lewes are not running. It also includes Lewes services are not running, any service that needs to use the Brighton main line past 3 bridges.
East Croydon, check here for services to London Bridge, clear East Grinstead, South London Metro and the Croydon travelling, minding that between the train and the platform.
This is East Croydon. This train is the Southern service to 3 bridges, calling at Gatwick Airport and 3 bridges. The next station is Gatwick Airport.
So no trains are running to Lewes and Brighton. You do have to change for a rail replacement service at Three Bridges, or alternatively you can get the service which goes via Littlehampton, which would take absolutely ages. So I do not advise that unless you are a train enthusiast and you're actually wanting to ride it.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Three Bridges. The next station is Gatwick Airport.
Also, another thing I'd like to point out is this train is only 8 coaches long, which isn't really the best. I would have preferred a 12 car. There is quite a few people on this train. There is a few spare seats, but I really do think a 12 car would have been better for this route. So we've just gone extremely fast past Purley. This is, as I said, this is one of the stations where I think the service should stop at, just because it is terminating early. So to make up for the stations it's not stopping at, I feel like it should call additionally at a few stations. So there isn't any services past Three Bridges today, as there is engineering works. So this is also affecting Thameslink services as well. So services to Bedford and Cambridge, and towards central London as well on from Brighton. So train services out of Brighton are still running, however towards Gatwick Airport is closed. There is no trains today running between Three Bridges towards Brighton, or from Brighton towards Three Bridges or towards central London. There isn't any trains doing that today. So due to this engineering work, there isn't any trains running on the Brighton main line between Three Bridges and Brighton and Three Bridges. And if you're at Brighton and you require a service to central London, you'll need to get on a southern service. You'll need to get on a southern service to London Victoria, which will be via Littlehampton and Horsham, or you can get a rail replacement service.
We will shortly arrive at Gatwick Airport South Terminal. Customers living here, please ensure to take all your personal items with you when leaving the train and keep them here at all time. Anyone requiring the North Terminal, please follow the signs for the shuttle service to the North Terminal.
We are now approaching Gatwick Airport. Please do not leave unattended items of luggage in the train or on the station. You cannot use Oyster or contactless payment beyond this station. Please leave the train here, or you may have to pay a penalty fare. Gatwick Airport. This train is the southern service to Three Bridges. The next station is Three Bridges.
So from what I can see, the rail replacements that are currently running are Brighton to Balcombe. Yes, Brighton to Balcombe. There isn't any rail services running out of Balcombe today. It is just buses. It's rail replacements. And the other was Preston Park. Yes, not Brighton. Preston Park, London Road to Three Bridges.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Three Bridges. The next station is Three Bridges. Please keep your bags and personal belongings with you at all times. If you see something that doesn't look right, report it to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
So my journey is coming to an end. We're shortly be arriving into Three Bridges. It will announce it in just a second. But this has been quite a fun little diversion. I mean, it's not really a diversion, it's more just terminating early. And I like the fact that Brighton services are diverting via Littlehampton. I think it's quite cool.
We are now approaching Three Bridges, our final destination. Thank you for travelling with Southern. Please remember to take all your belongings with you when you leave the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
This is a Southern Class 377 terminating at London Bridge. No, Three Bridges. Can people stop graffiti in our trains, please? That is horrible. Three Bridges, and you got a Southern train here which is just terminated. Brighton and Hove. You can see just there it's telling you about the destruction. You can see the third one is going to Brighton and Hove, or Brighton via Hove. That will be via Littlehampton and Horsham as well. So that over there is the rail replacement services, and I've actually seen there's a Chase side bus there, which is quite cool. I always find with rail replacements there always seems to be really funny buses running, and I think it's really cool. So some Southern services are terminating at London Bridge, others are terminating at London Victoria, and I am going on the Littlehampton service. I have just bought myself a ticket to Littlehampton on the diverted service from Three Bridges.